Cameron said just yesterday when we were recording this, or the day before.
Yeah.
Cameron said just a couple of days ago, I'm never responding to this again. And I came up here and said, pretty sure I said it on the pod, but we also spoke about it off pod. So I guess we'll go back and find the clip if I did say it. But
Uh,
I remember telling you,
yes.
I wonder is music gonna come into play?
You did say that. You
I
said that on the
wonder
pod.
is Jim Jones gonna drop a diss track of some kind?
You did.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Jim Jones.
Yes, sir. I want you to know one thing. Yeah. You gotta remind them who you are. Remind them who you are. Remind them you was strong. Remind them. Play with your name, then you remind them who you are. I'm just trying to tell my truth, but niggas is lying, oh my God. So much work and I could get God on the job. I've been in the kitchen with chickens when they was frying up the hard. I've been in powwows when he screamed loud. I done walked down my building and I seen bodies. I've been in court the DAs looking like he seen Gotti. You know my niggas do the time, you know my team body. Been 7 years since I seen Shotty. Been 7 years since I saw Melly. Right now we got our fly straight cause he got 4 fellas. Nigga, I've been going to the tunnel since you saw a fellas. I done been through the most. Niggas talk about we take blood, I had to spin for the coast. Shit, that was 20 years ago. I was just sitting with the toast. Niggas talk about they outside, but they put everything on the post. No, no. We not jacking that. Got a place that we go that. We not packing that. You know we're flipping this whole shit like an acrobat. And everything that you want, we're coming back for that. Two more you want to ask them. Niggas told me how to rap and now I'm platinum.
Niggas taught me how to rap, and now I'm black.
I'm gonna go first because I'm gonna be quick. For real this time.
Okay.
The beat is cool.
Soul samples. Gotta love it.
But I don't care about this. I don't.
Okay.
I don't care about Jim Jones responding to something that happened 1,011 years ago. I just don't. I don't care about Jim Jones talking about something that happened over 10,000 days ago. I just really, like, I just don't care. I feel like sometimes with Jim Jones, he tries to ride the coattails of, people who got other stuff going on. And I don't care.
Okay.
I don't. So I'm not gonna like deep dive into the lyrics or anything like that, or the fact that he even responded. I'm not interested. Um, and I wish him well on his future endeavors. But that's all I have.
Okay. So you don't all right, well let me say this. Jim Jones now has an album coming, or maybe already had an album coming, but it's been made clear that Jim Jones will be dropping an album soon. Um you don't think this is a smart way to use that, I guess, momentum to roll out the album?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. But you're just not fond of it.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care that he's responding to Cameron. I don't.
You
I
would rather watch Mace eat popcorn and get
Yes.
I know. I knew the answer. I knew the answer.
And I've always been a big fan of Mace, so I think I just always have like a special for Mace specifically, not Mace and Cameron, for Mace. Um, but thanks. I didn't need this.
I got you. Oh, I think it's smart that he's using the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a smart move. I like that based off this snippet. This does not seem like a diss record. Um, nothing in there really sounded like an FU or, you know, it was a response, yes, but it didn't seem off the snippet. I don't know what comes next, obviously, but
Treading
off
light.
the, huh?
He's treading lightly.
Right. It seemed like I'm gonna respond, but I'm also not gonna be disrespectful. And I feel like Cam wasn't really disrespectful either. So I don't think it really warranted a diss record or a rap battle. Just things happen.
He did out him as a Bronx native though. I saw a lot of people. I saw a lot of people saying, "You ain't even know." Just thought that was
All right,
so
but let me ask you
stupid.
something. If my grandmother lives in a neighborhood and I constantly visit my grandmother and hang out in that neighborhood, I'm not allowed to rep that neighborhood.
So you think I'm gonna
I'm
use my
asking. I'm not saying what I think. I'm asking you what you think. Don't try to use a reverse card and flip it on me, okay? Don't try to take the pancake and flip it.
from the time I was 2 to the time, I don't know, I was an adult. I lived in East Flatbush, right?
Yeah,
Most of my childhood, especially the weekends and like weeks off of school, were spent at my great grandmother's house,
yeah,
Bed-Stuy.
right.
My other grandmother, Brownsville.
Okay.
I didn't really spend the night over there, but would be over there enough, right? I don't rep Brownsville and Bed-Stuy. I just don't. I'm not I'm not from there. Um
But that's what I'm
and
asking. You
and
think?
and
Oh, go
and the
ahead.
people and the people, my cousins who actually lived there, wouldn't consider me from Bed-Stuy either. So I just guess I never did because nobody ever claimed me like that, right? Like nobody was like, yeah, you Bed-Stuy or nobody was saying that about me. You know, it was very clear that like I was visiting, and I was not actually from the area. So no, I don't. I'm literally the person who went to my grandmother's house every weekend, and
But when you went there, was you just at grandma's house, or were you also hanging out in the neighborhood, making friends in the
I mean, we were
neighborhood?
outside. It was a bunch of us kids. So we were all outside, and we were not outside like that, but literally outside, playing outside and being in the neighborhood. Yeah, even summers, like I would be there all the time. And my parents would leave us there for days and then come pick us up when, you know,
But you wasn't gang
Sunday night,
gang.
whatever. I've never repped Bed-Stuy. I've never repped Brownsville because I feel like if I did, the people who are actually from Bed-Stuy and Brownsville would call me on that shit.
They would get on a nationally syndicated, very popular
They'd call me out.
podcast and say you're not from Harlem.
And I think it's totally fine. You know why? Because I'm a Brooklyn girl through and through. Like it don't matter that I'm not from Bed-Stuy and Brownsville. Like that's
It's a little different with the Harlem thing, but I understand what you're saying.
well, they're from Manhattan and they don't want to have that conversation, but that's the truth.
Wayando.
Oh gosh. Diggy diggy ding.
Oh snap! All right, listen, Jim. The music sounds good. I think it's a smart move. I just don't want to keep hearing about y'all personal beef, man. Like,
Who cares?
well, I think people care because Dipset has a huge fan base. But if me and you have a bad falling out
Mhm.
and the pod ends and like people think, man, this was a great pod, we're sad it ended. I understand that people are gonna want to know, yo, but
What
what
happened?
happened? And especially if 10 years ago, or I guess 10 years after in this example, 10 years later, 15 years later, one of us is making comments about it. Oh, yeah, but this, that, the third, they wasn't paying me for editing, whatever. And then it keeps coming up. People are going to be invested. And so people are invested. People are really, really big Dipset fans. People have Dipset immunity tattoos. Like, it's a big
You got one?
cultural moment. I'm sorry?
You have one?
I do not. But I was a Dipset fan for a little minute. Um, Great music and fashion themes came out of there, and I think they did a phenomenal. They had a great run while it lasted, and so I understand people's desire to know what's going on and be invested, and people who are sad that these people are not unified and that there's beef of some sort. So I understand the fans' perspective, but also like we love y'all guys. We don't want to see y'all going back and
No.
forth. Like, yeah, not the two rappers we want to hear exchanging. That's all. I mean, don't get me wrong. That Cameron shit was highly entertaining.
Oh, listen, I love mess. So if there's mess, I'm here for the mess. But I just don't like
There's
this
got to be a limit to the mess.
him him rapping in the camera like this and all of that was going on. I don't give a
That was
damn.
actually a really good imitation right there.
Thank you. I
You're welcome.
don't care about that. I wish him well. Like I wish I cared. It was a funny moment. Like I don't even know if I would have cared as much to watch Cameron talk about it if it wasn't for the Mace intro, you know? So that's why I'm like, I don't on a normal day I probably would have just passed this story by
Oh man,
and just
I
been like,
think it's
whatever.
possible that the Michael Jackson eating popcorn and Thriller gif might be replaced by Mace eating
Gotta
popcorn.
be. Gotta
I
be.
think I think I vote for that upgrade
You
or
gotta let
update. Maybe not an upgrade, but an update.
yeah, you gotta let Mace get his shine on that one because that was
Oh man,
hilarious. But
right, with pulled right up with the bucket.
yeah.
Should do that next time we pod. I should have just pulled up to this pod with a bucket of popcorn.
Yeah, you should.
Mine would have been AMC though.
I was waiting for you to say that.
I wanted to say it the other day, but I was trying not to be petty.
Yeah. No,
But
I know.
today, oh well.
Today's petty.
Today's
All
petty.
right.
All right.